Hi everyone, Julia here recording this November 29th, 2024, infamous Black Friday. That's an interesting notion for sure. But I just wanted to talk about the human diet and logic. And I know humans can consume all kinds of things and survive. That's obvious in today's world with all the processed foods. And I'm not saying thrive or be healthy, but you can survive. We can survive on all kinds of substances, including none, right? Since they're breatharians. And if you think things through with our diet, there's the fact that no other animal cooks its food, and it makes sense, since we're part of nature, that we would just be able to grab some food and eat it. And if we were truly meant to eat meat, we would have the physiology and anatomy to tear the meat apart easily and digest it easily in its raw form and relish in it. You know, if we were truly carnivores or omnivores, we would grab a rabbit, bite into it, rip it open, and enjoy, just like a lot of other omnivores would do, like a dog, for instance. So, yeah, and there's all kinds of charts that show the physiology and anatomy of the different types of eaters. And we're not herbivores like horses and cows, but they bring up a good point, because everybody's always claiming we need protein and we need to get that from animal products. But let me ask you where a horse gets its protein from. The horse that only grazes on grass, that's its only food. And look how strong a horse is. And the truth is, we don't need the protein, we need the amino acids to build proteins. And guess where we can get that? In the most dense concentration. From fruit. So, again, our physiology and anatomy illustrates that we're frugivores. And the problem in today's world is not just all the processed food, but the fruit gets picked before it's ripe, it's subpar. Of course, you got contaminated soils and spraying with pesticides. So yeah, but when you can get good fruit, and you'll notice probably if you just eat fruit, you feel energized after you eat. If you eat heavy processed foods, including cooked meat or breads, you feel sluggish after you eat. You want to take a nap. So when you eat, it should give you energy, right? And this is a good time, I guess, right after Thanksgiving to talk about this. And I know it's not a popular subject. And I'm not telling anybody what to eat. To each their own. But if you look at the logic of it, it makes sense. And then we have all these stories that cavemen had to hunt, and we've always hunted, and that's the that's the natural human diet, meat. But if you think that one through, of course we had to hunt after major catastrophes in our areas, and all our vegetation was wiped out for a while. But naturally, what takes less energy to grab a piece of fruit and eat it, or to hunt an animal? Back then, of course, you didn't have all the weapons they do now. So that's just a lot of energy just in the hunt. And then cutting the animal up, skinning it, cooking it, and then eating it. And energy in, energy out, conservation of energy, right? Just doesn't make sense that we would do that if we had ripe fruit all around us. I know I wouldn't, and I don't think most people would eat meat if they had to hunt for their food. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents about it. But to me it's obvious, and I wish I was 100% fruit. I'm not. Basically only vegetarian now. I do get dairy in, and dairy is another thing that makes no sense for us to be consuming, because why would we drink the milk of another animal that's supposed to be for its baby? And no other adults drink milk. It's for babies and for its own species. So yeah, we humans, we're very innovative, and but if you really think it through and you just look at it logically, I don't think you can argue that what we're designed to eat is fruit. And that's why most vegetables are so hard for us to digest unless we cook them. And if you have to cook anything to digest it, then it's not your natural diet. Because a natural diet won't need to be cooked. You'll just grab the piece of food and eat it. So, yeah. And that's why I really love to have some land, grow a bunch of delicious fruit, whatever it is, and just live on that. But in the meantime, here in the Matrix, I'll have my spelt bread and my bit of dairy along with the fruit I get. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's okay, but it is what it is. But like I said, I'm not trying to convince anyone of anything. I just wanted to look at the logic of diet, and I'd love to hear what you think. All right, everyone, thanks for listening. Hope you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Remember, stay focused on the good and help others if you can. Ciao, ciao.